Saturday, I went to the garden and said hello to all the plants growing. I opened my awareness to a plant that wanted to journey with me through an ecstatic dance. A purple iris was the chosen plantkin. I carefully snipped one from the bunch and brought Iris inside, placed her in a vase with water, and sat in a meditation with its presence. I made cacao to drink, which opens the heart and facilitates heart-to-heart coherent resonance and communication. I opened myself, introduced myself, and welcomed Iris into reciprocity. For the next hour, I danced with Iris. I felt as though Iris was at times a magical paintbrush and wand, activating enchantment and spiritual gifts within me. I was called to gently stroke my flesh with her soft petals, especially around my third eye. For much of the dance, I danced with my shadow that was cascading on the white wall in front of me and on the floor to my right. I was with a special friend who was also journeying with a plant companion, herself and another dear friend that made the plant ecstatic dance playlist that we danced to. The music was sensual, playful, and fun. At some point, the friend I was dancing with said the music felt Hawaiian. Iris was joyfully uplifting my consciousness towards sacred embodiment. I felt sensually alive and playful. After the hour dance, we drew ourselves oracle cards. I drew Kava Kava, that illuminated community, leadership, and awakening dormant gifts. My friend drew Hibiscus, which illuminated joy and nurturance. I had a few hours with that friend on Saturday. This was how we chose to spend our precious time together. To say I am grateful is true. However, I know I am also blessed. I woke up feeling energized. I woke up at 5:30 to the light of the new day with a romantic tingle in my body as I greeted the elements in the morning sun. I put on Stevie Nicks and did some house cleaning before I started my workday with back-to-back soul sessions. I literally had the awareness bubble up. I love my life. Today, during soul writing, I drew myself an oracle card that highlights where I am in my life currently. I drew acceptance. The visual picture on the card felt eerie with a cross in the center, surrounded by dark images of human silhouettes standing, staring in the distance. However, one illuminated white owl flew, encircling the image, and some sprigs of teal plants grew in front of the cross. I felt hope in the midst of the darkness and grief. The card shared, "I am here to do your will. Let me never forget." And the words inscribed were also, "Stop seeking and be in the humanity of life. Whatever I am bringing into this world will have its own journey. For like a child I birthed, it has its own path to follow. I simply live in the gaze, watching, observing, always with love." The key words were dwelling within the mystery, stage of life is elderhood, archetype is wise elder, and the tool is staff. As I observe my life as the receiver, participant, achiever, doer, and beingness, I clearly see the spiritual guidance at hand and at play. My life is one of pure devotion to spirit. Lately, I've been acknowledging that I'm a spirit tender. I always knew I was a tender spirit. It's taken a long, winding path of maturation and life experience to know that I am a spirit tender, or at least acknowledge what I am without arrogance or insecurity. How amazing that I get to participate and observe this precious life of spirit known as Nicole Lynn, blossoming and ever unfolding. I am in awe and gratitude for this incarnation and masterful choreography of the mystery making itself known to me and through me. The wonder and enchantment and fascination of receiving such gifts makes me feel rich and ever so blessed. I am Nicole Lynn. I have to remind myself of this often. I can get caught up in others' energies and need the anchor back to myself. I opened the book Journey to the Heart. After all, Jupiter entered into Cancer. I opened the book to the passage that read, "Discover new beliefs. Let yourself discover some new, better, sunnier beliefs about yourself and your life. Who you are is okay. You always have been." And now I think about how much time I've wasted over the years believing dense and heavy thoughts. Even a moment ago I said, I have a hard time coming back to myself. I get lost or caught up in others' energies. This is a belief that I am feeding and recreating. What if I believed I am safe and secure within myself as myself? I'd calmly and honestly stay true to myself even when I was in social gatherings and settings. What if I devoted conscious space towards believing that to be true? I'd be more social. I'd love meeting people and attending social events. My daughter has been a catalyst of growth for me. She has been introducing me to the locals in our community and inviting me out on social events. I often and reluctantly hesitate because I have a belief that I'd rather stay home and in my safe space, but this is not true. I want to meet interesting, healthy, and inspiring people. And I still have a belief that I am vulnerable and sensitive to other people's energies. What if I wasn't? What if I was safe and secure within myself as myself? So I'm going to consciously look at these lingering beliefs that are clouding my bright, sunshiny spirit and remind myself it's safe for me to introduce myself to the world. It's safe to be me. And it's safe to be you. It's the season of lightning bugs, starry skies, crickets, and warm nights. It's the season of black flies, itchy bug bites, abundant garden growth, and farmers sharing their baby plants and dropping off a basket of their homegrown fresh lettuce at your door. It's the season of walking out to the herb garden each morning and making fresh leaf herbal tea. It's the season of flowers, flowers, and more flowers, with the occasional delightful mushroom surprise appearing after a rainstorm. It's the season of rain. It's the season of birdsong, early morning sunrises and late sunsets. It's the season of inspiration and beauty, afternoon naps, river swims, community gatherings, porch dinners, playdates, and romance.